Hi, everyone, and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. I hope everybody's doing great today. It's Thursday, February 22nd. Currently, it's 48 degrees. High today, 64. That's very comfortable. It'll feel like a heat wave almost. 60% chance of rain, though, today. And winds are at 6 miles per hour. So, at least part of the day will be nice. Of course, if it rains, we need the rain all the time anyway. But so today there will be an Aldi haul, and we got some nice, some new things, I believe it was, and stuff, and some things we just needed and stuff. So check out that haul today. It's always a good haul from Aldi. Good prices compared to a lot of the other places too. What's for dinner? I think I'm going to make some of those chicken sandwiches with the red bag chicken from Aldi. They're so good. I make it with just like mayonnaise and pickles. Like, I don't know, does Chick-fil-A? They don't even put mayonnaise, I don't think, on it. I think they just put pickles, but Popeyes does, and they're really good that way. I'll have to get some brioche buns though, I think. Yeah, I don't have any buns really. So I have to get some of them today. And fries probably, just like you would if you went out to Popeyes or Chick-fil-A. So anyway, I had my doctor's appointment. I have to go like every 3 months to see him. And I always try to think of questions. You know, if you're going to your doctor, you know, as much as it costs, even if your healthcare takes care of it, I mean your insurance, even if it takes care of it, you know, I try to get the most out of the appointments. So I always try to think of questions, anything that's going on that might need attention or anything, you know, to ask him. My mom had called, and she was talking about this test. My sister is going to have stents put in. And she's been having, you know, some problems. And then it turns out my brother has been having some chest pain. So he was supposed to see the doctor any day now. Maybe he may have already been. But my mom has had this test before. It's called, and my sister had to have it done too. It's called coronary calcium test. Basically, calcium, I believe, is like plaque, you know, in your arteries, you know, and if you get way too much of that, you end up with restricted blood flow, and you probably have a heart attack. I know my brother's really concerned, and of course my sister is now. She found out she's going to have stents put in, but you know, so I thought I better ask my doctor about it, if I should have this test done. And I think one problem with this test is I believe insurance won't cover it. He was explaining to me probably why, but I haven't had any chest pain. I haven't had any tightness. I haven't had. Now I will say, if I have an anxiety attack, I do feel some heaviness in my chest, but that's a symptom of your anxiety attack or panic attack, and it goes away pretty quickly. Just during the like peak of the anxiety, you know, you'll feel kind of, you can feel like something's sitting on your chest. So I told him, you know, about that, and he said that's different than just having chest pains multiple times and stuff like that during the day. I haven't had any of that. You know, of course, with the history of high blood pressure, and I think both my sister and brother have it too, high blood pressure, and you know, different things like that. I've had the only issue I've ever had with my heart was I had a fast heartbeat, and I would go, but you know what? Every time I go to the doctor, I have like the lab coat syndrome thing. I've had so much bad things happen to me in the hospital and doctor's offices and stuff that I can't. I have no control over it. I get anxiety some, which makes my blood pressure go up. So every time I go to the doctor, my blood pressure is a little high. If they check it later on, like 10, 15 minutes later, it's usually come down significantly. But, with a history of high blood pressure, but anyway, I do take a pill for the fast heartbeat, and it's like 65, somewhere around 65 every time, which is a great number for that. It used to be around 100 or more, before I started taking the medicine. But, so anyway, my doctor feels like before I end up having this test that you'll probably have to come out of your pocket, which that hurts, especially when, Joy's got Medicare now, and we're starting in March, and, we have to make the payment. They'll take out $174.70. So that's a lot of money, but of course she needs health care, and, so I already owe so much for the Entyvio infusions, which I'm having at the end of this month. We want to do anything. He wants to do anything he can before we go to this test. So he's going to talk to a cardiologist, so I don't have to really see one, just to ask questions. And chances are they'll have me take a stress test and a echocardiogram. And if anything shows out of the ordinary, with those, then we might have to go further and have this coronary calcium test. It shows how much buildup, I guess, is in your heart. I guess it's calcium, obviously, but we'll see. Hopefully, I'm going to pray that, that I don't need it and I don't have anything wrong. I've got enough other things wrong with me with the Crohn's disease, and to have something like this pop up. However, Crohn's can affect any organ in your body, It can affect anyone. So usually people just think usually about digestive issues when you talk about Crohn's disease, but it can affect like my joints. I got arthritis and everything. And hold on just a second. Yeah. Yeah, it can affect your joints especially, and I have arthritis in my hands, my shoulder. I've got osteoporosis, and I haven't had that checked recently to see if it's any better, because I take a medicine for it that took a while to get used to. You have to take it on an empty stomach, and it didn't make you feel too good at first until you got used to it. But anyway, I'm hoping for the best, and we'll just see, I'm just going to be praying that everything goes well and I don't have to have a bunch of tests done. I hope they can tell that everything's all right. So we'll see. And they're saying it's hereditary. I believe my sister said my father had it, or our father had it. Of course, he's passed away and everything. But Mom, she had hers checked, and I don't think she had. It's normal for everyone to have some calcium buildup in their, as the older you get, you're going to have some. So, Mom went, and I think hers was, like normal. She had some, but it was like however it should be for her, and it didn't require any more tests or anything to be done. So I'm hoping for that. Maybe I take more after my mom as far as that part goes than my dad. But, with both of my brother and sister having problems, it makes me worry, of course. Okay, so on to something a little better. Jokes of the day. What do you call a bee that comes from America? A USB. Like the cords that you put in your USB port. Okay, this one says, a passenger was having difficulty lugging his oversized travel bag onto the plane. Helped by a flight attendant, he finally managed to stuff it in the overhead bin. Do you always carry such heavy luggage? She asked, winded. Never again, the man said. Next time I'm riding in the bag and my friend can buy the ticket. Oh no, he's in the, his friend's in the bag. They would definitely toss you out of the plane, if you didn't have a ticket. Okay, thought of the day. You will either step forward into growth or you will step back into safety. Abraham Maslow. I've never heard of him, but that's who that came from. And I saw a trivia time that I wanted to use. Where was it? Okay, maybe this one might be good. We'll see. This is how much do you know about the most popular celebrities? And I'll go on to it here. Okay, oh, by the way, I have a taste test. That's right. I'm going to do that, get that over with before I forgot about it. It's sitting right here. It won't take that long. We'll get this one in just a minute. I want to finish up with that. I've got this Skippy. I got this down at Grocery Outlet. It was marked down. It was $3.99, which is a decent price. And then it's marked down to $2.99. It's Skippy, no sugar added peanut butter spreads. 3 simple ingredients. Creamy. Right here. Trying to, lower our sugar, and peanut butter has sugar in it. 2 tablespoons is 210 calories. Peanut butter has got some calories in it, definitely. For 2 tablespoons, so you got to watch how much you have of it, like on a sandwich or whatever. Total fat is 23%, saturated fat 20%, no cholesterol or trans fat, 5% of sodium, 1% carbs, so it's kind of low carb, or it is low carb, 4% of fiber. It's got 0 sugars. It's got total sugars 2 grams and 0 added sugar, and it says 0%. 7 grams of protein. Wouldn't that be higher than 7%? I don't know. Seems like 7 grams would be higher than 7%. I don't know. Anyway, as many of these as I looked at, that's what I'm thinking. Iron has 2%, potassium 2%, vitamin E 10%, niacin 20%. So that's pretty good. And all it has is roasted peanuts, palm oil, and salt in it. So get a spoonful of it here. I didn't want to put it on any bread. I'm not really that hungry right now. So there it is. You know what? I believe I can live with that. I can tell that it's not as sweet as regular peanut butter, but great peanut taste. Yeah, I think I could eat this. Yeah, okay, it's good. Really, I mean, you taste the peanut, it's really good. I like that it has just 3 ingredients. Okay, for nutrition facts, even though this is better for you as far as the sugar goes, gotta watch, you gotta try, it's hard to. You gotta try to stay within your 2 tablespoons. I don't know if it would make a decent sandwich with just 2 tablespoons. It might. So I'm gonna give this a 3.5 out of 5. Because 210 calories for 2 tablespoons and 23% fat and 20% saturated fat. The rest of the numbers are fine and good, and the vitamins and stuff that's in it's good. But I'm gonna give it a 3.5 because you just got to watch this. 3.5 out of 5. But for taste, I really like it. I don't think I think I would get used to it not being as sweet, and knowing that I'm trying to cut back on my sugar, and as well as Logan is too, and Joy eats what we eat, so she is too. But yeah, I'd give this a 5 out of 5. I'm really surprised that it tastes as good as it does. That's what I was thinking at first. Was it going to taste kind of just bland or something, or is it going to be to where I don't like it? But I like it. I can live with that, and that's another good step. Okay, everybody. So yeah, 3.5 for nutrition facts, 5 out of 5 for flavor. So here we go with trivia time. Let me get a drink of coffee. Which actor announced their move to politics on The Tonight Show? Jerry Springer, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Clint Eastwood, Ronald Reagan. And, there's been quite a few, actors, go into politics. So I'll give you a little time. I'm going to say Arnold. Right. Film star Arnold Schwarzenegger announced that he was going to be a candidate in California's recall election, a decision that startled political leaders across the state and immediately transformed the already tumultuous campaign. Okay. Which of the following celebrities was born in the United States? Jim Carrey, Ryan Reynolds, Julia Roberts, Alice Braga. Gosh, I'm not, So the other ones, there's 3 here that weren't, or they just, yeah. Okay. Gosh, I think, you know what? Okay, I hope y'all have had time to get your answer. I think Jim Carrey, I could be wrong, but I think he's Canadian. I know there was several of them, like on Saturday Night Live and stuff, that were, or came from Canada. Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts, I know a little bit about her, and I think she speaks fluent German. I could be wrong. I think she was like an army kid, lived in Germany, or was born there. This Alice Braga, I'm not sure about her, but I'm going to say Ryan Reynolds. No, it is Julia Roberts. Okay, I thought it said. I thought I'd heard that. Maybe I'm wrong. Julia Roberts in full. Julia Fiona Roberts, born October 28, 1967 in Smyrna, Georgia. American actress whose deft performances in varied roles helped to make her one of the highest paid and most influential actresses in the 90s and early 2000s. It doesn't say that she was. Maybe it's another woman actress that I was thinking that about. But I did hear that of one of them. Okay, one right, one wrong. Which of the following is a famous film director? Will Smith, Tom Cruise, Dwayne Johnson, Quentin Tarantino. And I think Dwayne has just about done everything in movies. I don't know about Tom or Will, but Quentin Tarantino, I'm not sure. Let's see. I'll let y'all think. Okay, I think that's enough time. I think Quentin Tarantino is who we're looking for. Yeah. A list of all-time great directors normally comes with a few names guaranteed. Many would argue that famous filmmaker Tarantino, with his stylized dialogue, endless homage, and gory shootouts, is the first of those names. Okay. Yeah, he did like Kill Bill. I like those Kill Bill movies. I think there's a couple of them. Which of these actors starred as a superhero in the Marvel Universe? Shows a few superheroes here. And Chris Evans, Leonardo DiCaprio, Johnny Depp, Tom Hanks. Wow, which of these actors starred? So it's just one you're looking for. And I don't think it's Tom Hanks. I hope I'm giving you enough time. I don't think. I think it's Chris Evans. Yes. Chris Evans began his journey as Captain America in 2011 and continued to battle for justice in a number of Marvel movies until 2019's Avengers Endgame. Next question. Which of the following actors passed away in October 2023? Vincent Price, Burt Lancaster, Matthew Perry, Michael Landon. I think a lot of people will get this one. Okay, Vincent has been gone for a long time. Bert has for quite a while also, and Michael Landon, so I'm going with Michael Perry. Yeah. Here are the famous people who died in 2023. Lisa Marie Presley, Jim Brown, Raquel Welch, Matthew Perry, Harry Belafonte, Paul Rubens, and Bob Barker. Okay, they'll be missed. What is 2000's famous singer Britney's surname? Spears, Beyonce, Jones, Rhymes. I think pretty much everybody will know this. Okay, Spears. Britney Jean Spears is an American singer, often referred to as the Princess of Pop. She's credited for influencing the revival of teen pop during the late 1990s and early 2000s. That's enough about that. Kate Hudson is the daughter of what famous actress? And there's, I guess, a picture of her. It's pretty. Goldie Hawn, Helen Mirren, Julia Roberts, Diane Keaton. I don't really know. Give you a second. Does Goldie have any kids? Does Kurt and Goldie have any kids? I don't think I've ever seen anything about it. I don't know much about Helen Mirren. Julia Roberts, I don't know if she has any either. If she keeps it private, if she does. So my guess is either Diane Keaton or Helen Mirren. For some reason, I want to say Helen Mirren, so I might miss. Right, it is. It's Goldie Hawn. Okay, I didn't know that. I just learned something. Kate Hudson, the famed actress, entrepreneur, and author, is a daughter of Goldie Hawn and Bill Hudson, and is a multiple award winner for her roles in films such as Almost Famous, Fool's Gold, and Nine. Okay, I didn't realize she had a child with somebody else before Kurt. I hope, yeah. So, yeah, it's Goldie Hawn. I'm 5 right, 2 wrong. Which of the following was played by Hugh Jackman in the X-Men films? Magneto, Professor X, Wolverine, Cyclops. Here's a rare picture of him with no facial hair. Okay, I think everybody's going to know this anyway. It's Wolverine. The best decision ever made in the history of casting decisions has to be choosing Hugh Jackman as Wolverine in X-Men. I got 6 right, 2 wrong, got 2 more. How many children does Angelina Jolie have? 7, 6, 5, 3. I know her and Brad when they were together. I don't think they're together anymore, right? But I think they adopted some. I don't know if she's had any natural, childbirth children, her of her own. But I know it's several of them. I want to say it's either 3 or 5. I know there's quite a few. I want to say 3, but I think it'll be 5, so I'm going to say 5. It's 6. It's 6. Wow. Though they have since split, Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt still share 6 children, some of whom are biological and some of whom are adopted. Okay, I didn't even know. Wow, I didn't even know they had any of their own. They must have kept private on that pretty much. I'm sure it was in the media, but I don't check all that stuff. In which country was famous actor Chris Hemsworth born? United States, Australia, Germany, England. And of course, this is Chris. And then there's his brother. I get them mixed up all the time. He's Hemsworth too, but I can't even. He plays Thor. Okay, I want to say, I gave you time enough, I hope. Australia. Yeah. Chris Hemsworth, in full, Christopher Hemsworth, was born in Melbourne, Australia. Okay, that's him. That must be an older picture because he's not as big, because he's the one that played Thor. And then Luke Hemsworth and Liam Hemsworth also became actors. I didn't know he had 2 more brothers. Okay, so I did 7 right and 3 wrong. Some of these were a little, trickier than I thought they would be. But I did learn some things. So I hope y'all enjoyed this morning coffee break. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out. Oh my goodness, where's my... Okay. And hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Everybody have a great day, and check out the Aldi haul later on. Bye everybody, and God bless.